Stuff.
You have probably seen a recipe where it called for brown butter. And you're like, what's brown butter? Does brown butter come from brown cows? Is it butter with chocolate in it?
I'm making chocolate, of course.
That would be delicious. That is delicious. Brown butter is, it's exactly that. It's butter that you've browned. So what you do is you take a bunch of butter, that's a pound, and turn on the fire, and you cook it till it's brown. Done. Well, it's a little more complicated than that. Step one is melt the butter. You see it bubbling? That's the water. So butter has a ton of water in it, and nothing will caramelize in the presence of water. So the first step in browning butter is boiling off all the water so the sugars can actually start to caramelize. All right, so now I'm gonna turn this down a bit because it's gonna start to bubble. You don't want your butter to splatter. All right, so I'm gonna give this a little stir, and now you can start to see the milk solids. Now the milk solids is the protein, the minerals, and the carbohydrates. For making brown butter, you want all that stuff to stay in there because the milk solids is what turns brown. And the stuff that turns brown is what makes this taste amazing. Okay, we're all melted, so now we're just gonna wait for that water to boil off. We're getting close. You can hear the sound is starting to change. Almost there. You can even see it's starting to caramelize a little bit on the edges. Now we're gonna turn it down. You wanna make sure that you keep stirring it. You gotta keep it moving because anything that sticks to the bottom will burn. You don't want it to burn, you just want it to caramelize. This pot's nice and hot, so it's still caramelizing. You see it turning brown? And that's a nice color right there. It's nice and amber. You don't want it too dark. And that's all the milk solids. See how everything's nice and brown and caramelized? Okay, I think that's good. Okay, moment of truth. So you want to make sure you scrape all this off. That's your flavor. Right, it's seriously one of the most delicious smells on the planet. And then you add sugar to it, and eggs and flour, and it gets amazing. All right, well, there you go. That is how you make brown butter.